Hi, it's Amanda here, and I've got a great little exercise to share with you today. On this podcast, we talk a lot about the importance of feeling. Feeling what's alive inside of us is both uncomfortable and also extremely helpful. It's uncomfortable because we've been told that any experience that isn't a positive one is wrong and therefore means something bad about who we are. For example, if we're afraid, it means we aren't brave enough or we're lacking confidence. If we're angry or frustrated, it's because we aren't calm, cool, and collective. And maybe we're too emotional or unstable and therefore not level headed. If we're feeling guilt, it means we did something horrible and we need to shame ourselves for our behavior because we're a bad person, or we aren't kind, or we aren't generous, etc. Because we don't allow ourselves to feel these things, we suppress them. But you can only suppress an emotion for so long before it bubbles up in moments of stress or when we're triggered. And this can result in big outbursts, or we develop coping mechanisms to avoid feeling them altogether. For example, things like eating or withholding food, drinking, shopping, sex, work, exercise, these can all be used to avoid feeling discomfort. So, not feeling our feelings can result in a lot of unhealthy or unwanted behavior. And on top of that, it only amplifies the discomfort we're feeling. For example, you eat to distract from your shame, and then you feel more shame for eating. So, you end up getting caught in a loop of discomfort regardless. If you allow yourself an opportunity to feel the emotion that's present, it passes through and then it's gone. It actually only takes 90 seconds to allow an emotion to pass if you aren't identifying with it. If you can witness it objectively, it passes and then it's gone. And then once it's gone, you end up feeling so much more relaxed and clear headed rather than anxious or distracted. It's when we judge the emotion that's present or try to avoid it that it lingers and causes all of these disempowering ways of showing up. What you're about to listen to is a 5-minute guided somatic experience to teach you how to objectively observe an emotion to let it pass. And this is something that you can do daily to get used to increasing your capacity to feel what's present and drop from your head into your body. You can do it before a stressful job interview or meeting, before an important discussion with a friend or family member, before any public speaking opportunity to get rid of any excess nerves, or you can use it as a daily meditation exercise to get used to quieting the mind and focusing on the body. Quite simply, it's an exercise that you can do anytime you're feeling emotions or feelings bubble up inside of you that you'd like to give an opportunity to pass through you so you can feel calm, clear, and relaxed moving forward. Give it a try, do it as often as you like, and as always, please share your experience with us by leaving us a review or commenting below this video. Enjoy. I want you to take a moment and close your eyes and take a blueprint of your physical body and see if you can locate any tension, constriction, contraction, or noticeably tense or heavy or grippy type of sensations. Today, it might feel very noticeable, or it might feel more subtle. But it's just a sign that there's energy trying to move through that you're very subtly resisting. Some common areas where you might notice this are your jaw, your neck and your shoulders, your throat, your chest, clenching in your stomach or butterfly feelings, your hands or your toes, And rather than trying to make those sensations, feelings go away, I want you to simply observe them. Just as you're observing a deer in the forest. You don't have any specific expectations for it. You're just happy to witness it here with you. And I want you to remember that these sensations aren't a problem, and they don't mean anything about you. It's just energy trying to pass through you. And I want you to think of your physical body as a container, offering it a space to exist inside of for as long as it wants to be here with you. Open up and welcome it in, and just quietly observe it as it's here existing alongside you. And I want you to see if you can describe it, almost as if you were explaining it to an alien that has no perspective of this experience. Maybe it has a shape or a color. Does it feel light or does it feel heavy? Does it feel spiky or is it smooth? Does it shift and change or is it solid in one location? Notice what happens when you can begin to describe it objectively, and what that feels like to do so compared to how it felt a few minutes ago. And I want you to just exist here with this sensation, breathing deeply and softening into this experience with it. What does it feel like to be allowing of this feeling? What does it feel like to recognize that it's not a threat? Is there a sense of calmness that can come in when you suddenly become accepting of it? Does it feel less alarming than it did a few minutes ago? What happens when you allow this current experience of you to be whatever it wants to be, all the while knowing that you are a safe, loving space for it to exist here with you for as long as it wants to? As you settle inside of this experience, give this energy as long as it needs to be here until you slowly start to feel it dissipate and get lighter. And when you feel like it's gone, you can open your eyes.